Across the United States are reporting an increase in their ranks for the first time since 2020. More sworn officers were hired in 2023 than the previous 4 years, and fewer resigned or retired. National FOP President Patrick Yoes joins us now. So, Patrick, I'm hoping that you can explain some of these numbers to me, because every cop that I talk to around the country as I travel tell me that the numbers are down, but these new stats are telling us a different story. Why?
Well, Lawrence, first, thank you for having me.
If
you look at the data, what it tells you is that we lost a great deal of officers over a period of 4 years with the dehumanization of law enforcement. What we're seeing now is a leveling point, but we're also seeing where the American public is much more supportive of law enforcement. In reality is good leaders make good organizations, and there was a period of time when leadership within cities across this country were not supporting law enforcement officers, and as a result, we saw the exodus we saw in the lack of people taking the job. What we're seeing now is the public shifting more support for the officers within jurisdictions, but it's not universal. Some places are getting it right; others still have a long ways to go before they're able to attract the best and the brightest at the level necessary in order to maintain the staffing levels.
Patrick, you're right about the tone changing because of the defund the police movement, the anti-cop rhetoric. I mean, crime has been going up in different areas. Violent criminals have been running the streets, so the American public have shifted. Have the police departments shifted the funding, though, for those officers? I still hear a lot of complaints about the salaries, cars that are outdated, when it comes to vacation time. Is that changing, too?
So there's a number of factors here. We need to recognize that pay is important, benefits are important, stability of our profession is important to people. Anyone who would be interested in taking this job is going to look at those as key factors. But they're only one part of the equation here. When you have strong leaders that support the people who they hire to do a job, and when they do the job, there's an expectation they'll be supported for doing that job. And I think a perfect example is that. Just look at DC Metropolitan Police. They lost over 1,000 officers over a 3-year period. Mm-hmm. And speaking with those officers, it's obvious they left for a lot of reasons. They felt like public safety was taking a back seat to political agendas. So when you have agencies that support their officers, they're probably not dealing with the shortages that exist in cities that are still struggling, trying to figure out how to find that balance.
Yeah, Patrick, we know it was a dumb idea to begin with, to defund, to demonize. It got us to this point. I'm glad to see that there is some light at the end of the tunnel. Thanks so much for joining the program. Thanks for your service.